The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Murray rolling to his right. It's complete to Williams. That one a first down pickup of 8. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Play action. Now it's Murray. Touchdown! Demetrius Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time here with White. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Gallup, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big pickup of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
13 yards remaining on second down. Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
First down, here's White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's White, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On play action, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flushed out right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here comes Grant on the return. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Fields eluding the pressure right. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st down, Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Jakeem Grant now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Akers. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the turnover, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers, because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
They've got his man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Steps away to his left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10.
From the gun, Murray. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
But these guys got to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Moore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown Bears. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They fake the handoff. Now Murray being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Duggar able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Fields now to throw.
This is White on the screen. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd and goal.
Fields.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Murray's throw complete there to Moore.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Moore.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears add on. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Murray now. Dancing to his left.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Now I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Green. Here we go, D. All day, D.
Here's Murray. 20, 10, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Big Ace open. 45's the mic. Watch the curl.
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second down and goal. Murray forced out to his left. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how good is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Here comes Grant on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On first down, White. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.